Hi, I'm Jen. I paint abstract portraits, and today I'm painting Joan. Joan, whenever you're ready, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I grew up in western Montana on a ranch, a small ranch compared to Texas standards. Um, my dad raised beef cattle and hay, mostly that. So I was a 4-H'er for, I think, 8 or 9 years. We had the grand champion heifer one year at the county fair. That was something. That's a funny story because what happened was my father picked out this heifer to show, and I guess he picked it out like early spring. So we bring it into the barn, and I'm grooming it and feeding it and like fattening it up so it looks really good for the county fair. And the calf's name was Buttercup, and she was a white shorthorn, and she was magical and beautiful, and I loved her very much. And she got sick. I can't remember what it was. She ate something, and my dad was not a big fan of veterinarians. So she ate something. We think it was probably a piece of metal, and she developed peritonitis. And oh my God, this is sad. My dad, in his infinite wisdom, decided that he would, God, this is trigger warning, he would take a knife and stick it in her flank to release methane gas because she was getting all gassy in one side. He didn't have the proper tools to do this. So what happened was that the wound closed up of her skin, and then it just was a total mess afterwards. And because he was a frugal farmer rancher, he took poor little Buttercup and put her in the back of the flatbed truck and brought her to the stockyards and sold her off before she died so that he could get some kind of money from it. That's life on a farm in a ranch. So I still needed to have a calf for the 4-H fair, and he went out into the fields again and he picked out this other shorthorn calf, and she was young and wild, and I named her Gypsy Rose, and I had a week to get her ready for the fair, and which means you have to lead them around, right? And so getting her halter broke and all that other kind of stuff, and just staying with her like a lot, and petting her and grooming her and feeding her just so that she would get used to me and I would get used to her. Brought her into the fair on the back of the flatbed truck. That was another story, horrendous. And then the county agent is greeting us at the fair the day before it starts. And my dad says, "Hey, Thad, you better get out of the way. This calf's a little wild." And he doesn't really heed my father. So he's at the bottom of the ramp. They have these ramps that go up to the truck so that the cattle can like go, scurry down. So he's like, he's thinking nothing of this small little calf, right? What harm would this calf do him? Well, Gypsy Rose is crazy because she's just been on the back of this flatbed truck for 10 miles into town. There's no, I'm on the back of the flatbed truck holding her tight to her, the halter to her face, and there's no railings on the side of this truck. So, both of us are just like terrified. My dad just hang on to her, it'll be fine. So she is like traumatized. We release her. She charges off of the ramp and butts poor Thad right in the stomach, and it's just like, that is the beginning of our 4-day sojourn at the county fair. But it turns out that this calf, Wild Thing, won best of show for best
Wow!
best heifer. A lot of the kids in 4-H and future farmers would bring their livestock in to sell because there would be this big sale.
Yeah.
And they would use it for their education, to pay off college education, that kind of stuff. But I never really wanted to sell these Gypsy Rose or poor little Buttercup, who met her untimely end somehow by frugal farming techniques.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Gypsy Rose came back home and grew up to be a cow.
Wow. Do you eat tacos?
Do I eat tacos? Yeah.
Do you have a favorite taco place in town?
I like De Nada's.
Oh, I haven't heard of that
It's off of Cesar Chavez.
one. Okay.
Yeah, close to 181, I guess. I'm terrible at directions, but yeah, it's good. It is busy all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And they have, do you eat meat?
Chicken.
Chicken. They have a good chicken taco. They have a good, their seafood taco's really good.
Okay.
Their tacos are all on blue corn tortillas.
Ooh, fun.
And I think they make them there,
Wow, that's fantastic.
right?
Yeah.
And they have these margaritas that will put you on your ass. Also like Torchy's actually too.
Yeah.
And then my husband sent me, he wants to do like a taco tour of Austin.
Good. Yes.
So he sent me a place. They have 2 locations, and I think it's called Grandma's Tacos or something like that.
Okay. That's nice.
So we might hit them, but yeah, what's not to like about tacos?
That's right.
It's the perfect food because
Yeah.
you eat the container.
That's right.
It's that and an ice cream cone.
Ooh.
You actually eat the container that
Yeah.
it comes in.
Yeah.
That's a perfect food.
I love Taco Deli. That's a favorite of mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever. Is that crazy that I've never been to Taco Deli?
Ah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'm glad I can recommend a place.
Okay, we'll have to try that.
Yeah.
I worked at Magnolia Cafe, the one on. Do you know at Magnolia Cafe on Lake Austin Boulevard?
Yes.
I worked there for 8 years, 9 years.
Oh, wow.
They had a decent tropical turkey taco, delicious.
Oh, fun. I like the name.
And they probably serve that at the one that is still around on Congress. 24/7, 8 days a week. That's when Magnolia was open. That was their thing.
That's nice. Yeah, there's not too many 24/7 places in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was a server there and also the batter babe. I made pancake batter for them.
Oh, neat.
And I managed for a few months
Oh, wow.
there.
And did you find that to be more or less rewarding than being a server?
Oh, I hated managing.
Yeah.
I left Magnolia, after working there for 8 years because my husband was leaving. He was leaving Texas Parks and Wildlife. Wasn't going to have health insurance, and I needed to find a job that would give my 2 kids and my husband and myself health insurance. So I managed to get on at Whole Foods.
Oh, great.
So I worked there and gradually worked my way up to being a team leader. Fucking
Nice.
hated it.
Oh, you hated it?
Oh my God. Awful job.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
At Whole Foods.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could be a manager anywhere, but it was like, especially there. Or maybe not especially there. I'm not management material.
You just don't like having to tell people what to do?
I don't like having to tell people what to do, and I want to be their friends. I just want them to do their jobs. And and then like if somebody isn't there doing their job, you have to document everything and write everything down. And you have to use a computer, and I really hate using computers. Terrible at it.
Yeah.
I type like a chicken, like I hand, like so that didn't take me long to figure out that wasn't my niche.
Sure.
About a year and a half, and then I quit. I begged them to let me step down, which is a whole thing. You had to talk to some regional muckety muck. Can Joan I don't know. I got in trouble because I cussed. And if you're in leadership, you're held to a higher standard. It would have been a minor infraction if they'd heard me cuss, but because I was in leadership and they heard me cuss, I got put on final.
Oh, wow.
It's awful. And so then it was just like, I felt like I couldn't even be myself anymore.
Yeah.
So then I begged, get me out of here. So they moved me to a different store, and I got to make sandwiches and pizzas at a different store. And that was so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Because I do like to cook.
Yeah. Okay.
And making pizzas is
Fun stuff. Yeah.
in my mind. Because you eventually learn how to twist and turn and flip the dough, that kind of stuff. And feeling at one with the dough.
Yeah.
Which I imagine would be much the same as, with your medium that you work with your hands. Anybody who works with their hands, having that kind of communion with them.
Yeah.
What I wrestle with is you establish friendships with people, and you grow to love them. But at the same time, as you get to know them, I'll form little judgments, and I'll be just like, oh my God, have you not learned yet? Or are you really gonna, whatever thing I have an opinion about that they're doing?
Are you doing this again?
Right. Or, are you doing this again? Or have you not learned yet? Or have you really? It's just like, I have one friend, and I just don't agree with how they're going.
Okay.
And it's really hard for me to, it's like, it's even, it's really hard for me to even want to be friends with them anymore.
I feel like, that's, I think, part of having the luxury of living a long life. Like, friendships, I'm sure you've seen those studies that your friends change completely every 7 years.
I haven't seen that.
No, because you change so much, even at a cellular, like a molecular level, you change who you are almost every 7 years. Like, your cells replace and everything. So,
there's that number 7. There's that number 7.
Yeah, it's a magical number.
Do you do? What do you think of astrology and things like that?
Ooh, okay. I think it's really fun. Like, personally, when I was a bartender, I would definitely have a room full of regulars, and we'd read each other's signs and stuff. But when I was in college in a sociology class, a group did a presentation on astrology and beforehand took everyone's birthday, and then on the day of their presentation handed out everybody a personalized reading, and you're supposed to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, and everybody was at least an 8. There were but mostly 9s and 10s. And then they said, okay, now take that and pass it to the person sitting behind you. Exact same for everyone.
The reading that they gave
Yeah,
was the same for everybody.
Everyone.
Oh my God.
And it's just how much you want to believe, what you want to know about yourself. They had also worded it very loosely kind of thing about just general humanity. So that made me a little bit skeptical.
Sure, it's pseudoscience, yeah.
But, however, it was pointed out to me that astrology is just kind of statistics, that people who are born with these circumstances have these statistics, have this generality. So that, I believe that. What about you?
I follow Chani, and I read, what is it, Moonamens, something like that.
Okay.
And there'll be these proclamations. Oh, we're in eclipse season. It's going to be, so much is going to happen. It's going to be a big change. So I'm going, okay. I wait for this big change, but I think I have to affect it somehow, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going to just happen for me,
Right.
you know? So in that regard, I don't know that I dig it that, or like subscribe to it that much. But I will say that, you know, like, and I'm not like this big astrology person. My sun sign is Pisces,
Uh-huh.
but I found out what my rising sign and my moon sign was, and they're both Leos.
Okay.
And so when I was like reading, like, you know, so now I'm reading both Pisces and Leo's stuff every day, and you know, the moon sign stuff. And I gotta say that I think since I kind of folded in the Leo stuff and with the Pisces stuff, I kind of have to think that it, you know,
Okay.
it kind of makes sense,
Gotcha.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this desire to be a leader, but not to be a leader, to like, you know, always and want to have the attention, you wanting to be up front and center, but then having that kind of like dreamy kind of thing too, and it's interesting. I just find that it's interesting.
I went through this phase in my 20s where when I would meet someone who was like really into astrology, I would tell them I was at Capricorn, and they go, yeah. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means.
Are you Capricorn?
I am Capricorn.
I don't know many Capricorns, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's wild. I feel like I meet them. I meet them all the time here in Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I meet a lot of Pisces.
Oh, interesting.
I meet a lot of Pisces in the theater world,
Okay.
in acting.
Pisces, is that the two-faced thing?
That's the fish.
The fish.
Gemini is the tube face.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I don't know. I really enjoy a good personality test. I think, you know,
The Brig Myers stuff and
that and
Enneagrams.
Yeah, the Enneagram
Yeah.
thing and stuff. And I think a lot of that also depends on like the situation you're in and stuff. Because if I'm around like my college friends, then I am a 4, like an original, creative, blah, blah, blah. But if I'm like in my working life, then I'm completely different. Like I'm still a creative, but the role that I take in my creative life is different.
Huh.
And so I think, you know, I kind of have to like.
I never went back. I was so dumb. We were getting our house ready to sell, and we had like crazy colors because that's kind of people we are, and you know, we were told, you know, you need to paint everything beige or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a regular A-frame ladder, step
Okay.
ladder wasn't working to the height that I needed it to. So what do? I grab a extension ladder.
Oh boy.
So I leaned it up against the wall, and it was on a wood floor. So, you know, I'm painting, and luckily I don't know why I didn't have a big old can of paint on me. I guess it was just a little paintbrush or something. But I feel the ladder start to slip.
Oh boy.
So I'm riding the ladder down, and then it hits the chair rail. I'm riding the ladder down. It hits the chair rail, and it flips over on me.
Oh my.
So I flips over, and I think I land on this side, and the ladder falls across me.
Oh no.
So I had like a big bruise on my hip or something, and messed up my shoulder.
Wow.
And that didn't break anything, but it was
Right.
it was rough, man. That was a rough fall.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh. And we're all better now?
I guess, I don't know. I'm moving. I'm working. This was many years ago.
Okay. Well, so we're down to our question.
Oh,
What is something you do when you're feeling down to help yourself feel better?
I eat a pint of ice cream.
Yes.
And if I have it,
yeah.
I would smoke a little cannabis and then have a pint of
Oh my gosh, that's a perfect dream combination.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is just delicious.
Yeah.
And then I'm just infinitely happier.
And
my favorite flavors?
yes, that's what I was going to ask.
Okay.
I love it.
I am a big lover of Haagen-Dazs chocolate peanut butter.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh my God. And then if I have, and that's relatively affordable. And if I am feeling particularly princely,
Uh-huh.
I would, is it Jenny's? Is it
Yeah,
Jenny's
with
ice cream?
yeah.
They do a milk chocolate with peanut butter flakes in it
Ooh.
that is outstanding as well. But
That's
I'm fine with, the suburban Haagen-Dazs peanut butter and chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah.
Although I do like a good vanilla Swiss almond
Ooh.
very much.
That's also Haagen-Dazs, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good ice cream.
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's is too busy.
Okay. I've
Just
heard that before. Yeah.
Too much going on there.
Yeah.
That's why I could never be in a threesome. Too busy. Too much going on.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my God.
I get that.
Anyway. Was there one other question you were going to ask me?
I already did.
Oh, okay.
It was tacos.
Oh, the food question.
Yeah.
That was slick.
Thank you.
You just kind of slid that one right in.
Yeah. When I go to other cities, I'll have to figure out the local dish in every city. And Okay. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm so glad you like it.
I love it.
So that's it.
Oh, Jen, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you for being on the show. And that's it. I'll sign it and spray it, and then it's yours.
Oh, well, just a great gift. It's been great talking to you.
Yeah, it's been so nice. I
Yeah.
love it. Gosh, yeah. So I think you're really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think you're really beautiful, too.
Thank you. Okay. Well,
Kinda-
thank you for watching, and thank you for being here.
Kind of little...